Suppose we ignored all of this and went straight to SES model without doing all these adjustments. So then our initial forecast is going to be that. So error would be that minus that. So our forecast will be previous forecast plus alpha. Let's set up a different alpha times error. Okay, and let's put an initial value of say 0.1, and then the error will be actual value minus the forecast. Okay, now we copy that. All right. Okay, so now we can set up the error measures for this. So it will be MSE. Once again, we will start from 4, and the forecasts are here. Okay, that's MSE, and you see that it is really large. And same range for MAE, MAP, and RMSE. Okay, and MASE will be that and that for the first two ranges, and the random walk range would be that. Same range for field view. Okay, now let's do solver for the first one. Let's RMSE with seasonality. We want to minimize using that alpha. And solve. So you get 0 for alpha here. And if you did the same for non-seasonalized, in which case we want to minimize that one. And now this time the alpha to change is that, and you want that to be less than or equal to 1, and solve, and that also turns out to be 0. Okay, but the purpose is to illustrate. So let me put it back to say point. Your textbook has it at I think 0.3. I'm not sure. So let's put it back to 0.3. Okay, so the idea here is actually if you need to really go to at least a couple of full cycles, so like 104 observations, and then you do the seasonality. The main point here is the seasonality is not based on an individual item, in which case you have to do a lot of seasonality computations. Instead, you combine similar products that will have similar seasonality, combine them all, determine the seasonal factors, okay, and use that standard set of seasonal factors to all the products. So you may have 100 different products in a group, and you don't have to compute 100 different seasonality indices. You just compute seasonality indices for the group, and then use that same seasonality index for each of those 100 different products. That is the concept that's being illustrated here.